What's up, everybody? This Minister Erskine Gibson, the modern day prophet from Church of the Enlightened. And this video is called Church of the Enlightened has declared war on all Jehovah's Witnesses. And yeah, you heard what I said. I said what I meant. Church of the Enlightened has declared war on all Jehovah's Witnesses. And the reason why I'm making this video is because I feel it's time to expose these phony, hypocritical pieces of shit that are the scum of all Christianity. And anybody who knows these people know what I'm talking about. Anybody who has family members that are Jehovah's Witnesses, or who used to be a Jehovah's Witness, or has dealt with Jehovah's Witnesses in any kind of way, know what I'm talking about. We know how these people are. They're not just these little dorks running around in these little funny looking suits, getting on your damn nerves, knocking on your door with their little silly watchtowers and the wicks that they charging money for. They go way deeper than that. These are the most hypocritical, phony, two-faced snakes that I've ever come across. And I know these people personally. So I know very well who they are and why, and I have to expose them. But I'm not just going to expose them. I'm going to expose them. I'm going to embarrass them, and I'm going to humiliate them. Let me explain to you why I feel so strongly, because some of you may be saying, dang, Minister Erskine, that's a little harsh. No, it's not. These people deserve everything that's about to come to them. The shitstorm that I'm about to bring, I'm going to touch every kingdom hall on this planet. Let me tell you why I'm going to do this. Let me explain to y'all, first off, that my parents are both Jehovah's Witnesses, my mother and my father. And these are the two worst piss poor parents on the face of the planet. The worst parents ever. I truly wish I could be born over and have different parents. And the reason why they suck so bad is because they're Jehovah's Witnesses. Now, if they were just shitty ass parents, I could let that slide. I could let that go. If it was just the way they treated me, if it was just about me, I could look past them and I wouldn't have to do this. But see, it didn't just stop at being shitty ass parents. They're also shitty ass grandparents. And the reason why they're shitty grandparents is because me and my children's mother don't go to the Kingdom Hall. So they act like my children don't even exist. And understand, I have very, very well-behaved children. Good-mannered children, sensitive children. I mean, they're children, they're not perfect, but they're good kids. And they wonder why grandma and grandpa don't talk to them, why they don't call them, why they don't visit them, why they don't ask them if they want to come visit, why they just act like they don't exist, why they don't love them. And that hurts my children. And one thing you don't do is fuck with my kids. If there's one thing that me and Natasha Brown, the mother of my children, if we disagree on everything in this world, the one thing that we will agree on is don't fuck with our kids. And I'll go a step further and tell you, don't fuck with their mother either. Don't fuck with my children or their mother. Or I will do everything in my power to annihilate you, to destroy you, to hurt you so bad that you won't ever be able to recover. That's what I will do if you try to bring any harm to who I consider my family, and that's my children and their mother. I will bring it to you. So understand that because my shitty ass parents, who are Jehovah's Witnesses, decided to ostracize my kids, my children, and adding to the fact they were shitty ass parents as well, I have decided to totally eradicate their shitty ass religion. I am going to totally annihilate and understand. When I say war, I'm not talking violence. I'm totally anti-violence. I'm not for violence against men, women, children, old people, nobody. I'm totally anti-violent. This is a war of ideas, a war of intellects. And I'm so intellectually superior that I don't even have to fight because I can outthink most people. I don't have to ever engage in a physical altercation. As long as words are being used, I have the advantage. So I don't even have to fight. So I am totally against resolving conflicts with violence. Not when you're as intelligent as I am and you have the ability to resolve your conflicts with your intellect. And just so you know, if you took these dimwits, the whole 3 million of them, and combined all of their intellects together, they still would be at a disadvantage against me. And I'm going to prove that in this video. But because my parents are Jehovah's Witnesses and they're so shitty, and every single Jehovah's Witness that I know is a piece of shit, on behalf of me, Minister Erskine Gibson, the modern day prophet, Church of the Enlightened, and my children, let me say this to every Jehovah's Witness and every Kingdom Hall on the planet. I declare war on all of you. None of you will escape this. I promise you that. I guarantee you that. None of y'all. You know how y'all like to ostracize and treat people like they ain't nothing? Y'all think y'all so good, y'all little weirdos. They a bunch of fucking... Let me say this. Any man who is a Jehovah's Witness is a weirdo right off the bat. What kind of man would even be a Jehovah's Witness? Think about that. Now, I'm not going to talk about every Jehovah's Witness in this video. I'm going to dedicate this one to my father. And the next video, I'm going to talk about my mother. And then I might do one more video where I talk about the rest of my family members. But I'm going to start off with my father. Now, I'm going to tell y'all right off the bat, I have never looked up to my father. I have never wanted to be like my father. And it's not because he wasn't a good man per se. It's just because he was a lame ass dude. He was always a lame ass dude to me. I always admired my uncles, and I would be around anybody else other than this dude. I just never really cared. Well, no, let me say this. I loved him as a man who raised me and fed me and clothed me, because my piece of shit Jehovah's Witness mother left me when I was 3 years old. She did some foul shit, which I'm going to talk about next video, to my father, and then left me with this angry man. That's how my piece of shit mother did me. My piece of shit Jehovah's Witness mother did me. But I'm going to talk about her next video, like I said. But anyway, you know, I respect my father for raising me and putting food in my mouth. You know, he took care of me all up until he met another woman. Then, you know, like most pussy whip dudes, when they finally get a piece, you know, they just straight bitch out. But, you know, I give him respect. But my father was always just a lame dude. He was not a cool dude by any stretch. He thought he was the coolest dude in the world with his Wrangler jeans on and his hard bottoms, you know, his pointy shoes with the jeans. He thought he was the coolest dude ever. But he was a very, very lame dude. Very lame. I can't describe how lame he is. Unlike my mother, who I was so proud of because she was so pretty, I really, really was embarrassed to be around my father. So I've never, ever looked up to this man. Not ever. Not ever did I want to imitate him or be anything like him. We are two totally different types of people. With that said, my father married another woman and totally started treating me like shit. And the woman he married hated my guts. So let's say that my childhood was not a pleasant experience. I ended up running away from home when I was 14 years old, never looked back. I ran away from my piece of shit father to my piece of shit mother. You know, I did what I had to do. But let me say this. I want to give y'all an experience of just how Jehovah's Witnesses really are. Let me say this about my father. I never really cared for the dude, was what I'm trying to get across to y'all. But anyway, he got sick 2 years ago. Got sick really bad. Had to end up getting a heart transplant. That's how bad it was. His piece of shit wife, Darlene, another Jehovah's Witness, texted me. And yes, she's the biggest piece of shit of them all, to be honest. But anyway, she texted me, told me he was in a hospital. So, and of course, he's in a piece of shit hospital in Baltimore. And I really hate driving in Baltimore. I hate the fucked up roads. I hate the bums everywhere. I just hate I don't like driving in Baltimore. But anyway, that's the hospital he was in. So I drive to Baltimore. I drive all the way across town to Baltimore. Drag my kids to this fucking hospital. Now he's in there thinking he's about to die. Now my kids don't even know him because he's never tried to have any type of relationship with them because they're not weirdo Jehovah's Witnesses. So they making cards for him, like, you know, get well cards. We hope you feel better, because my kids are good kids, like I said. That's what they did for this piece of shit. Now, I've never explained to them that their grandparents are weirdo Jehovah's Witness piece of shit. But I will get to that conversation. I probably can't let them watch this video because of the cussing, but I will explain to them. But anyway, let me tell y'all what this piece of shit does when he gets out the hospital. Now, I'm running back and forth to this goddamn hospital every day, even though I hate to drive in Baltimore, dragging my kids to this hospital. Do you know when he gets out the hospital, I didn't hear one word from this clown? Not one word since he's been out the hospital. This has been almost 2 years. Not one word. So, understand that this isn't just my father who's a piece of shit. This is all Jehovah's Witnesses. It don't matter what you do for these people. If you don't go to the Kingdom Hall, they don't give a fuck about you. And that's just the way it is. And I can't be more serious. And another thing y'all need to understand about these people is that Jehovah's Witnesses use an incredibly powerful brainwashing technique. These people are brainwashed like you wouldn't believe. They're brainwashed. Terrible. So, understand this, that once you try to leave them, it seems like everybody who tries to leave them ends up coming back because they just brainwashed. They just can't seem to leave. So understand that. But it don't even matter, because now that they're up against me and I have them on my radar, I'm gonna expose them and humiliate them. And I'm gonna show you just how easy it's gonna be for me to do this. Now, if you know Jehovah's Witnesses, they always use the name Jehovah. Jehovah, 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 Jehovah. Every chance they get, every third word is Jehovah. They throw that name around left and right. Now, I'm going to show y'all this right here. This is called the Seal of Solomon. The Seal of Solomon is the Tetragrammaton. The Tetragrammaton is the 4 letters that represent God's name. Those letters are YHWH. Notice you didn't hear me say a J or a V. It's YHWH. Those are the letters of God's name. So, where does Jehovah come from? Because that's not God's name. So these people are running around all out stupid and wrong, trying to tell everybody and their mother who want to listen about Jehovah, when Jehovah is not even God's name. And just so y'all know, Yahweh is not the name either. His name is actually Jehovah. That's the true pronunciation of God's name. But that's how easy it's going to be for me to annihilate these people, because they're already spreading lies and deceptions by preaching the wrong name, by preaching the wrong name of God. So that right there just tells you what they're in store for, the hell I'm going to bring on these people. But, yeah, it's on and popping. And wait till the next video when I talk about my mother. Y'all are really going to love the next video. I promise y'all. But I'm going to go ahead and stop it here. Thank y'all for watching the video. Please like the video. Please subscribe to the channel. Please share this video. Let's get as many eyeballs as we can, because I need all of your help. If you have been ostracized by these people, sexually abused by these people, you know, excommunicated by these people, let's put these people in their place once and for all. Help me to do that. If y'all don't help, I'll do it. But if y'all help me, all the better. And please leave your thoughts and comments. If you have any bad experiences with these people, please leave it on the video. I mean, I'll leave it in the comment section of the video. Please, as many as we can get. Let's expose these people for what they are. Anyway, thank y'all for watching the video. I love you. Everybody stay safe, stay strong, stay healthy. Peace.